Heroes of the Storm is getting closer and closer to launch, and with that comes a ton of news about our favorite game. Hey guys, I'm Gillyweed, and I've got all that and more for you this week on Heroes Hype on Air. Open beta started this week, releasing the floodgates and allowing anyone who wants to play Heroes of the Storm to do so. In addition to closely monitoring the servers, Blizzard wants your feedback during this open beta testing. If you have any comments, head to the game's forums to join the conversations. The Heroes of the Storm World Championship was also announced late last week. According to the release, qualifiers for this event will soon be coming to Australia and New Zealand, China, Europe, Latin America, North America, Korea, Southeast Asia, and Taiwan. These online events will culminate in live regional championships where the 8 best Heroes of the Storm teams from around the world will be decided. To tell you a little more about that, let's check in with Anna about upcoming Blizzard events.
Thanks, Gilly. And speaking of the Heroes of the Storm World Championship, remember that the finals of that will be at BlizzCon and that there will be $1.2 million in the prize pool, $500,000 of which will be at BlizzCon and $200,000 of which will go to the winning team. So it is going to be a big deal. If you didn't get tickets to BlizzCon yet, put everything you have into getting some because it is going to be amazing. Speaking of tickets and events, there's also the Heroes of the Storm launch event going down on June 1st in London. There will be more tickets for that up for grabs soon, according to the Heroes of the Storm blog, so keep your eye there, as well as on nexuscalling.com and by using the hashtag NexusCalling. The winners of the art contest that was giving out tickets for the Heroes of the Storm launch event were announced, so check out the blog to see some awesome fan art and the new one that will be featured on the Heroes of the Storm fan page on Facebook. But if you didn't win that one, don't worry, there's another art contest upcoming. Heroes of the Storm has teamed up with DeviantArt, and they will be doing the ultimate fan art contest, so I know some of you are going to submit for that. There's lots up for grabs in terms of prizes, but the coolest thing is that your art might be seen by the art director for Heroes of the Storm itself. So if you have aspirations of designing for Blizzard, this is a great one to get into. Gilly, back to you for more in esports.
Thanks, Anna. Let's start our recap of the last week in Heroes Esports with a look at the Asian scene. ECL Spring began the group stage last Thursday, and the teams at the top of the group should come as no surprise. eStar Gaming continues to dominate Group B, while Edward Gaming had to contend with Braveheart to earn their place atop Group A. In North America, the seat of power in the Heroes Hype Amateur Series continues to shift. There were 2 new teams in the finals of Week 13. The Plays and Pool Play-Doh Some Tangos were so evenly matched that every single game in the best of 3 finals could have easily gone either way. In the end, Pool Play-Doh edged out the victory in their very first amateur series as a team. Nexus Mayhem No. 3 had some top-notch amateur teams, but Kappa Wolves seemed to have a stranglehold on this tournament. For the second time in a row, the Wolves beat Team Solid 2-0 in the finals. The Go for Heroes America's Cup No. 24 was the debut tournament for the dream team of Lily is a Boy, which is comprised of pro players including Chu8. The only team capable of defeating them was the Major League team Cognitive Gaming. WCA America brought more high-stakes competition for the best NA teams. Cloud9 Maelstrom showed their dominance by beating 2ARC solidly. In the other semifinal match, Zevron had everyone on the edge of their seats in our hype match of the week versus Tempo Storm. Be sure to watch the VODs to see how Tempo Storm was able to pull off the win in a very close series and secure a flight to the finals to face Maelstrom. ESL's NA Major League Season 2 proceeds into its final weeks, and the strong teams are just getting stronger. Cognitive Gaming picked up a win against Stellar Lotus, but the rest of the week came up all Cloud9. Vortex picked up a couple of easy wins against the Rising Taquitos and Stellar Lotus. Maelstrom had to power through some disconnect problems, but despite playing with an ETC bot, they won 2-0 over Complexity. Meanwhile, in the European Major League, few games were played this week. LDLC forfeited their match against Gamers2, and of course, Team Acer forfeited to Team Arthas, while Met had to work for their win as they defeated Team Arthas in a 2-1 set. The Go for Heroes Europe Cup No. 24 saw some new names reaching the round of 8 this week. Among them was ex-ESC team members playing for their new sponsor, Kinguin. Team Kinguin defeated App Heroes in the finals and were crowned champions. The 7th and 8th Enter the Storm 2 qualifiers gave more teams the chance to enter the playoffs. Imaginary Gaming snatched Nihilim's spot in the finals, only to lose to Well-Met 2-1. The 8th qualifier allowed Nihilim another chance to qualify, but this time they were undone by Team Dignitas in the finals. The Zotac Cup number 9 featured much fiercer competition than last week. Last week's winners Gamers 2 still reached the finals with a big win over Team Liquid, but it was Na'Vi who took the win, setting themselves in a first place tie with their opponents for the monthly Zotac point ratings. Match Arena number 2 had plenty of great teams participating, but Fnatic and Na'Vi were the two with the strongest play that day. In a rather sizable upset, Fnatic defeated Na'Vi 2-1 in the finals. And finally, the Heroes War number 3 brought together Spanish teams for some competition. Tiriel y Cuatro won all cuatro of their games, sweeping the tournament all the way through the finals. That's all in the world of Heroes eSports this week, so let's check out what's happening in the games community. In Heroes shows, the Town Hall crew interviewed Dread about Tempo Storm tryouts, as well as WCA America. And Kai Berry's guest hosted with Anna on Eye on the Storm, which covered the Heroes of the Storm Championship and patch notes with Team Zeveron's Fury. In podcasts, Stormcast covered the new skins and mounts, as well as Brawl with the Blues and Rhaegar. Into the Nexus talked about the changes to a new Barak, and Lords of the Storm discussed Sergeant Hammer builds. Finally, Podcast Heroes covered free hero rotations and the new patch. Looking for YouTube content and awesome plays? Be sure to catch up with Kendrick Swish's epic plays of the week, Science of the Storm by Sunglare, the new Red Hot plays by Team Red Hot, and Heroes Hottest Plays by Heroes Forecast. You can find links to all of these on our website, but be sure to watch our epic clip of the week by Alex Roberts at the end of this episode first. That's all the Heroes news for you this week, but I'll be back next week. Be sure to check out the Heroes Hype website and social media for more news and info on the Amateur Series. Again, I'm Gilly Weed, and I'll see you next week, but until then, I'll see you in the Nexus.